Would you rather I called you Satan's angel or Satan or angel?
I'm kind of devilish, so let's go with angel.
Go with angel.
Yeah.
So you're a showgirl. You've been performing for how many years?
I'm not a showgirl.
Oh, sorry. Burlesque. What exactly would you
Well,
identify
showgirls were the very big, tall girls who had to be all the same height, have all the same boobies, same waist, same butt, everything. They were probably the lowest paid of all the entire show. Like, say, for instance, in Minsky, you'd have all the showgirls, then you'd have all the topless dancers, like professional dancers. And then you had all your really hard dancers that it took 20 years of ballet and 15 years of tap. And then you had all your featured principals. I'm not a showgirl. I was a featured principal. I was a star.
Because the word showgirl is used for a lot of things, a lot broadly now.
But they didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Because they had 800 pounds of headpieces on, and they couldn't.
Yeah.
They just walked out and smiled and walked down the stairs and
kick and knee and kick and knee.
That's it, you know. And they didn't do anything. Some of them, all you could do was walk because, I mean, Grant Filippo made the most gorgeous fiery angel wings. They weighed 1 million pounds.
Yeah.
How these showgirls did that, I don't know.
So what did you do? How did you differ? What was your shtick, if not showgirl?
Well, a lot of people say about, well, I'm not a stripper. No, darling, you are a stripper. We were strippers.
Yeah.
That's what we were known for. Very, very few people actually could produce newspapers that would say exotic dancers. You know, we were strippers until the gentlemen clubs came out, and they went a little bit more funkier, more nude, etc. So we decided to call ourselves exotic dancers because we were more exotic and more sensual. And not saying they're not sensual on stage. There's a lot of great, you know.
But you have to define what you're doing and what you won't do.
You know, I didn't have one leg on the East Coast and one on the West and was naked.
Yeah.
That's not my shtick.
Yeah.
I probably wore 3 or 4 pair of underwear on. It took me an hour just to, you know, get them off.
And how long was the show back then? Because I've spoken to Velvet Amore, and she said, you know, she couldn't believe I only do a 6 minutes performance. She said, you were on for 20 minutes.
Oh, no, 20 is short.
Yeah?
We would do in the theaters, could be as close to 30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah. For one outfit off.
One number.
Yeah.
You never had to change because the audience changed.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't have 35 outfits. They didn't come to see you in 35 different shows.
So it was more something that people would come in and enjoy a few drinks and and then they might leave another. So it was a transient but fixated audience.
And we had no show business people in there because they were all doing the same thing we were. They were at work.
Yeah.
It was all the citizen, just red-blooded Australian or American people. They brought their wives and they had dinner. You know, they didn't want to see some girl with her leg in the air going, ha, 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 ha. You know, what?
No.
You know, they want to see some elegance and beauty and the wardrobe and the jewelry. You know, I mean, how many strippers do you know today that would be on The Muppet Show? Like April March was on The Muppet Show.
Okay.
Because we had class, with style, with form, face, grace. There's always the bad side. Not all were like us and not all were supper clubs. But yes, a quickie show was 20 minutes.
A quickie show.
Yeah, she's right, absolutely.
Because at the moment, you know, I've got to get it off in 2 songs. And so we're doing the review now. And
they did that to themselves, the girls today. They did that to themselves. Because we, as legends, did not teach you that.
No.
We taught you all of these things that you can do on stage. You do them in your number.
Yeah.
You don't get out there and bore us walking back and forth for 2 minutes and then rip all your clothes off and go, ta-da!
Yeah.
What is that? My Chihuahua can do that. I mean, come on, you know.
Your Chihuahua.
Has a lot of pasties on, he does.
Was there ever any danger in what you did?
Absolutely.
Yeah? Was it scary? Were you judged? Were you...
No, there was no scariness from the girls. I'm sorry, just got off sweating. Yeah.
Got a big hat, actually. We can...
Oh, no. You looked wonderful with your hair.
Oh, okay, I'll leave my
She
hat
just looked
on.
like Vogue or something.
My hair's not so great.
Most of the clubs were mob-owned by the mafia.
Yeah.
The Jewish mafia, the Russian mafia, but mainly the Italian.
Yeah.
And
Did they treat you well?
in most part, probably better than the average club owner.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. You got paid well. You worked hard for your money, but
Yeah.
you just hope one of them, didn't decide he wanted to have you as his mistress or marry you or something. Of course,
Yeah.
in those days, that didn't happen. Nobody married strippers. Now they do, but then
Yeah.
it was like,
And was that hard? Were you wanting to be married?
not
Was
me.
that- No?
I never even had no kids.
No?
Oh, pooey.
Not the life for you?
I left that to everybody else.
Yeah.
I can't do kids.
I heard before you have a female partner.
Yeah, I've been probably a lesbian since I was in junior high.
Yeah.
I have slept with men, but I slept with movie stars.
Oh, really?
They were my arm candy.
Yeah.
Like I'd be at a big casino in Vegas, like Caesar's Palace or
Yeah.
something. And we'd be walking arm in arm through the casino, and somebody'd say, isn't that Clint Eastwood?
Oh, really?
Who's that? I don't know. That's Satan's Angel. She's in the Minsky show, whatever.
So it's
So
part
the
of
next
act
day,
for
the
you?
town chatter,
Yeah.
it would say, Satan's Angel was seen in the Caesar's Palace with a very good-looking, handsome, Clint Eastwood.
And it was Clint Eastwood.
Of course it was.
Anyone else?
No, well, a lot of them, but they're all dead. But Clint, I don't know, he's hanging in there.
What was he like? What was it like to be on the arm of Clint Eastwood?
Well, Clint was very driven.
Yeah.
He was
you'd have to be.
making spaghetti westerns at that time. I'll tell you what years those were.
Yeah.
But I did know him in the 60s. He wanted to be a producer and director. He wanted bigger things for himself.
Yeah.
Because in Hollywood, you get 30 years old,
Yeah, it's all over.
oh yeah, it's gone,
Yeah.
That's why at 50-something years old, they said, well, yeah, come back out and do burlesque. I said, what, are you kidding me? And my body was 1,000 times in better condition, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Actually, it'll be almost
But
21 years
you're
ago.
also still a really amazing entertainer. I mean, your body might change and age, but surely your skills
It's
and
not
your
for sissies.
confidence, yeah. Because I'm 35 now, and
I'd like to be 45.
things, yeah.
Or 55. 65.
And there's always younger girls, but I also feel that while younger girls are coming through, I sort of think that I'm really hitting my prime in my confidence and my skills. So, how long would a girl usually have performed for back then?
Well,
When was too old? Was it?
Well, because I looked about 10, 15 years younger.
Yeah,
So I was in my late 40s.
yeah,
And then I retired, really truthfully, actually gave it all up in
Yeah.
87.
yeah,
And then I managed bikini bars,
Yeah.
strip bars. I was still in the business. I just wasn't taking it off.
yeah.
And the actual I forgot the fucking question.
Oh, that's all right. I kind of went through. I did want to ask a question.
Sorry about
which
that,
I hope
folks.
isn't too personal.
No. I just forgot.
Did people know that you were a lesbian, or did you have to hide it, or did
You
anyone
were
care?
Yeah, you were supposed to hide it,
Yeah.
but I never did.
You never did.
I got my ass kicked so many times. Big old gorilla mafia dude,
Yeah. You're
My
not supposed to be.
favorite-
No, you're supposed to be available to
Listen,
these
let me
men.
tell you
or-
something. I am hotter than that heterosexual straight woman over there. I'm your big draw. I'm the one that's making you the money, and I'm your queer.
Yeah.
Get over it.
Yeah.
I mix and mingle and do all the things I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
I just don't sleep with them.
Well, that would
Sorry.
be considered professional. I mean, were you ever expected to
Oh,
sleep
a lot
with
of
anyone?
places did.
Yeah.
And a lot of girls did.
Yeah.
Oh, it was, let me tell you, in the States, it was not all like they say, oh, I went to work in limousines. And no, baby, it's if you own that limousine is how you went to work.
Yeah.
You just jumped from the hotel into a cab and went to work.
Yeah.
The places were either really shabby and dirty and filthy.
But if you're good, you were paid well?
Absolutely.
I think that's something that people don't want, burlesque dancers don't want people to know these days, is that we're not really paid that well.
You're paid terrible.
I'm paid what Velvet was telling me she was paid in the 80s. So if I get $200, she got $200, but $200 back then meant a whole lot more, you know.
Imagine what it was in the 60s.
Yeah. So, you know, our costumes are expensive. A costume is $1,500.
But a costume doesn't make you.
No, it doesn't.
You have to have, like I said, well, I'm thinking about what I'm going to do, and that's what they just said to me on stage. What are you going to do at this spot? When you did something like this, and I was like, I don't know. I do the same shtick all my life.
Yeah.
Dance to the same music. I even have some of the same wardrobe I danced in.
Yeah.
I do the same show, but I do different things in there. That's why I didn't copyright my act.
Yeah.
Because you have to do 1, 2, 3, kick, 3, 4.
And then you got to hold people to it. Yeah.
And so, and if I make a mistake, move to the left and to the right or something like that, I break my copyright, you know.
Yeah.
So I didn't.
It's not worth it.
No, I didn't bother.
So you never copyrighted you invented the twirling of the fire tassels?
Oh, you patented the fire pasties.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
me and B.B. Hughes, who was a costumer in San Francisco.
Yeah.
And anybody that worked in San Francisco knew her very well.
Yeah.
I still have her wardrobe. That's how good it is. And still have the original pasties, fire pasties we made on her living room floor.
Yeah.
Because I had to, we didn't have cell phones. I had to run to find a payphone. Hurry up, get off the phone.
Yeah.
BB, who twirls fire tassels? And she was like, twirls what?
Yeah.
Nobody did.
No one did it, so let's do it.
I mean, they did little matches, and they had little clippies, and they put little cottony things there. I mean, they did fire things, but they didn't really, and I twirled 5 of them.
Yeah, at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I did body fire while I was twirling the 5. I ate it and blew it and all that. And I passed that on to the woman who took my 7 fire legacy. I passed that on to Bunny Galore out of Colorado.
So for somebody could just go and do fire tassels without your permission, but it's frowned upon. But to officially have your permission, or are they?
They make more money too, because they know that they're safer and they're not there to play around. You don't have some girl jumping up and down.
I've seen someone burn her tits.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was horrible. Yeah.
Oh well.
And I don't think she had your permission.
For stealing someone's act. It's not that. I even offered to say, look, you like. There's a girl, I think she's out of New Zealand, or maybe here, I'm not sure. Abby Rosendahl, or Abby Leopard Lass.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I said, really? Oh my gosh, So I met her in Tiki Oasis, and she was looking at me, and I was looking at her, and we were looking, Anyway, so I said, are you going to speak to me or what? And she goes, I was kind of scared to. I said, look.
Well, she's a bossy girl too.
Yeah,
she's like me. To be scared. Well, Yeah.
Well, because she knows that. Yeah. What, the 8 years that you were doing does not compare to the 51 I've been doing them, and I invented them.
Don't get me started. Someone else called themselves Fontaine. It's my identical twin sister. How terrible.
Yeah, right. Oh,
but somebody else has, and I'm like, whatever.
But this is why I told her, I will teach you to be safe, because you're not safe. So we stood there and talked.
Well, that's pretty cool of you, because you could have just, listen, girlie.
Like the bitch that I am,
And she's a cool chick as well.
Yeah, and I liked her. And there's a couple of girls, like right now, that asked me, and I said, I'm not teaching them anymore. Yeah. Because you're so busy stealing them, why should I bother?
Yeah.
And I have fire poussé, the fire coxels for the men.
Yeah.
Men drawing fires on their breasts. I've got women doing here,
some hot
back, here, and here, and have all the video and proof. These people are making a lot of money. Like I have still contracts from the old days.
Yeah.
I got the whole door, 8% of the bar, and I made $1,500 to $1,800 a week.
Nice.
6 days a week, sometimes 3 shows, sometimes 5, 10, depend.
Yeah.
I didn't care.
Yeah.
And that was in the 70s.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
And they paid for everything.
But it was even more money. Yeah.
So that's why when I decided, I thought I didn't want to go to Shanghai, I was talking to the girls here, Tink and Pyra,
yeah.
and I said, I love Australia.
Yeah.
What better place to retire than a country that you'll love a lot?
Yeah. Oh,
you know,
good.
and I have a lot of friends here. Unfortunately, the trip is very, very short because I can't stay long because, you know, my girl store.
Yeah.
But
can I ask a question? Did you ever in your journey meet another Australian
not to my
performer?
knowledge.
No. And Australians
But I'll
like
tell
to go
you,
over now to do
no,
Beehive.
but you know who is? Icy Star out of San Francisco.
Icy Star?
She came down here to work 6 weeks, stayed 7 years.
Oh, really?
So if she knows, these people probably know her.
Yeah.
She loved it. She did the same thing in England. Went
Oh,
over there
really?
for like a month and ended up staying like
Staying
5
for
years.
5
or so.
years,
Yeah,
yeah,
you know, it was
yeah.
crazy, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So she would know. The car part, I don't know if it was Anita Carr, Jacqueline Carr, Carol Carr.
Jackie Carr?
I have, is it Carr, C-A-R-R, or
Yeah,
K, something
yeah.
like that? I have some old publicity, and I can't remember.
Over the Australian
I don't
dancer
know.
Jackie Carr? Because she was going to come tonight.
Yeah, I don't know if
And
it's
I
her.
actually am dancing with her feather boa from many years ago.
Oh,
and
that ought to molt
yeah.
good. Mine just
Well,
molts to death.
it does molt, but the
But
feathers
it's
are
the
so
idea,
fine.
yeah.
The feathers are such a high quality that I just pick them up and I put them back in at the end. Because you can't buy a boa like that boa anymore. It's wonderful. And,
You should take my class, and I'll show you how
Yeah.
to make a bigger one.
well, when are you doing the class?
Tomorrow.
Okay. Done.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because
Because I've...
business is, they don't pay you. That's why the first thing I said when I came in to everybody, and they said everybody knows things, they all Paul
Yeah.
and hi, how are you, and all that
Yeah.
stuff. And that's why I wanted to make it clear to them how much I friggin' appreciate that these girls, as hard as
Yeah.
it is to make a dime, they volunteered. They
Yeah.
got in so many applications. Oh, please, pick me,
Oh, yeah.
to come because they knew this is my last show, and
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. I'm done. My body's old. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I need to stop.
Yeah.
I'm in my 70s.
So you wanted to go out with a bang with Big Bang Burlesque.
And Big Bang
And-
Burlesque.
So you initiated Pyrotechnics, who runs the show in... Is it initiation? She said last night that she's been inducted into the fire tassel
Did she tell you
twirling or
that?
something.
She can't keep her mouth shut.
Really?
I'm going to
Okay.
tell you. Yeah, her.
Well, she didn't tell me what was involved. I said, what do you do? Like you
Yes, she's.
twirl your tassel, your titties together, and they combine, and then
Well,
sensei.
it's because they're kind of like twins.
Yeah.
They do everything together. They're just real dying best friends, and so they're great. They're going to be like my last. Like this is my last show.
Yeah.
These are my last ladies, and they're my fire twins.
Cool.
Because I have everything else. I've got women of color, men of color. I've got them in Japan and China. I mean, you pick it,
Yeah.
So what better to have, two girls, and God knows where they'll move around
Yeah.
to, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm going to sanction those two
Yeah.
here.
And have a legacy
Yeah.
in Australia.
And nobody, they'll steal their fire tassels, but they're not sanctioned to teach. Nobody is.
Yeah.
The only one that can teach is Betty Blackheart, and she's in Helsinki, Finland. And the only reason why is because we don't have an Italian fire queen.
Yeah.
We don't have a Greek fire queen. We don't have a French fire queen. So she can teach.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything else.
Done.
Finito. Yes.
Retired. All over.
Finish. And so
What
where
are
do
you
you go?
going to do? You're just going to lie by the pool? Or,
No, I am going to open up a small online business
yeah.
that caters only to the coronations and the courts. All your emerald courts, your imperial coronations, things like this. This is very drag, maybe tran, maybe it's for that type of. They raise a lot of money. The biggest coronations in New York, they raise millions of dollars on a 2-night. So I am catering to the harder things that they can't find.
Yeah. Well, I wish you all the best with that.
Yeah, it's good. I've already got people interested. I just got to get home
Get that website going.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my, when they send you that official stamp, so I can hang it on my wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the first to know this.
Yeah.
I mean, people know I'm going to do a little online thing, but they don't know what it is.
Yeah, I'm in e-commerce as well. I sell crystals, rhinestones.
Cool.
Yeah.
And this is not going to be like out tomorrow, so I will be already up and running.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so what the girls here is I couldn't open the business and live, and so that's what they did. They all chipped in and made the pile
made you to come over to Australia.
Yeah. And I said, well, we can help you to pay the bills for so many months.
Yeah.
Maybe 4 or 5 months, whatever. Until the business picks up.
That's great.
I've already got about 5 women that want stuff, and it's not even burlesque.
Yeah. Amazing.
But it's stuff you can't find. And if you see my show tonight, you'll see why.
Absolutely.
I'm kind of over glitter tonight, though. Over bling.
Over bling.
But it's my goodbye.
Yeah. I don't think you can ever have enough bling, to be honest.
I've had a crown for years. I finally said, you know what? I am bringing us 27 hours down here, and I'm going to wear that.
I have a crown too, but it's so I won Miss Burlesque Australia into that, and my crown is so big that
Congratulations.
Thank you. I have no qualms in bragging. It's 7 years later.
Bragging rights.
Because I wasn't paying my rent at the time either. Get through that. I'm glad I won the prize money because then I could pay my rent. And I got to go to Paris, but it's very heavy.
I was in Paris. They were so funny. They were like, "Well, who are you? Who am I? I worked at the Folies Bergère. Who am I?
Who am I?
No, the question is, who are you?" They said, "Oh no, you have to work in France at least 6 months before we." And I said, "Really? And how much do you pay?" And they said, "Well, you have to do 3 shows a night, and we pay $150. I said, "You know what, sweetie? I made more than that in the '60s. I loved Paris in the '60s. I love it now, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I will never work there. I don't work for $150.
Well, unfortunately, there's not.
And the girls, we didn't start out doing that.
Yeah.
Because I have on my walls in my studio.
Yeah.
My first contracts, and they're all over $1,000, and that was almost 21 years ago that I came back out. No, these girls fucked it up.
What do you think they're doing wrong?
Well, everybody's overbooking, number one.
Overbooking.
The acts.
Oh, too many acts in a show.
They're boring the people to death.
Yeah.
You need to have a variety of different acts.
I guess the thing is that these days people aren't so judgmental of women getting out doing their things. Women of different shapes and sizes do it now, and a lot of women feel this empowerment. And less judged. You're not going to be cut off by your family.
We wouldn't even have a job in our day. You wouldn't even been in the ticket booth.
But now I have to have a job, and we all have to have jobs because
burlesque
isn't a job. I would love to perform full time.
Yeah.
But
you can, but it's
probably
hours and the trips that you have to make.
And you'd rely on Centrelink, I think, too.
Yeah, and I worked before I started to cut back.
Yeah.
I worked 20 to 40 big shows and festivals a year.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I pumped it hard.
Yeah.
And everybody say, well, who's booking Satan's Angel? It's you. There's no more booking agents. Maybe Dita Von Teese has one, but I doubt it. But she probably has a personal manager or something. But I don't know,
Well, she probably owns it like...
yeah, really.
What was her name? Gypsy Rose Lee. I believe she started becoming the producer. And
I was on her TV show in San Francisco.
Oh, really?
Oh, what a ballsy broad. Loved
ballsy
her.
broad. That's great.
Oh, she was like me. She'd say, "Yeah, not doing that right, honey." And everybody would be like,
well, no, everyone's very afraid to give critique these days, And,
I don't care.
That's what I love about Jackie
Listen,
and
I just
Velvet,
had my
they just say
DNA done. I found out I'm Pacific Islander.
Oh, wow.
I'm Asian. I'm North African. I'm Jewish. I am a crap load of different different nationalities. Maybe 15 to 20. And I said to my mother, what happened to this 100% Danish? She goes, oh, it's down there in the bottom somewhere, you know?
In the bottom.
Yeah. So, like, you know.
That was breakfast, the Danish. That's what we had.
They're just over this. They're overdoing this POC. Like, one piece of work said, well, girls, I guess you won't be wearing those hooped earrings anymore because they're all the Latinos. Really? I didn't know Cleopatra was Latin. You know, really? Do your homework.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you start something over that? You know, I can't. I have an Indian outfit that I had made in 1968, and Cher had hers done a couple of years later. I don't see anybody going up to Cher and telling her she can't wear that damn thing. You know? And when the Indian Nation Council says it's okay for you to wear that, Angel, the hell with everybody else. I wear it. The only thing they asked me to do was to change my music because it was actual, authentic Chiricahua music, and it was the happy dance.
Yeah.
And it was less than a minute.
Yeah.
I said, no problem.
Well, that's fair. Yeah.
So I just got a drummer, and he went boom, 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 boom. So I just did like I was an Indian princess, and I still have the gown and this 6-foot headpiece, and it's going to the Helsinki, Finland, with Betty Blackheart, and Helsinki's entertainment museum. The Indians going there. This black outfit I'm wearing tonight goes to the Smithsonian.
And are you donating them or loaning them?
No, they're gone.
They're gone.
Yeah, gone with the wind, baby.
Yep. So you're just gonna be naked for the rest of your life? I would happily be a nudist.
I would like to, but not at 70-something. It's not.
We just need a high fence. That's all. It'll be fine.
I just cover up all the cracks and chips. Perfect.
With
little
some stucco.
plaster.
You don't need. Who needs concealer when there's stucco instead?
Oh my gosh! I can't believe some of them drag queens and they're slapping it on, you know. And I said, don't you need one of those little palette things that you can, you know? But it covers up everything.
I think they're about to open the doors to the show.
I open the doors to the show.
Doors are at 5:30, and I think it's past that now.
Australia. I love you very much. Thank you for making this my last performance.
Thank you for coming.
For being so wonderful. Just everything's beautiful in Australia.
It is beautiful.
And so is she, the lovely Miss Fontaine.
Wait till you meet my sister. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.